My name's Jacob, and today we're working on this 1972 Ford pickup. The fuel pump went bad, so as I'll pop the hood here and bring you over, um, you might be wondering, that fuel pump looks pretty new. And that I would tell you, yes it does, because it is new, but it failed again. So we're going to replace it with one that's hopefully better. What I'm going to do, this is a pretty easy installation and removal. All you'll need is a flathead screwdriver, depending on your hose clamps, and a 1/4 inch drive socket with an extension and a 9/16. I would say you could use a 3/8 drive, but that you'd need a swivel. But this is the easiest method I've found. Anyways, as I take off this first hose clamp, from the factory, these were equipped with a what is it, screw-in type fitting. So hose clamp, if you've never had your thing replaced, or you replaced it with a factory OEM style one, that's what you're going to want. Just take and stick your screwdriver in, and take your other screwdriver and tighten down your line. Tighten down your hose clamp on around your screwdriver, and that should help to eliminate the gas flow. When you take that off, I just had to put a Phillips head screwdriver on there. Alright, so you don't necessarily need a Phillips head screwdriver. It's just someone put a Phillips head screw hose clamp on here. We got both fuel lines off. Now we're going to take our 1/4 inch drive ratchet with the 9/16 bolt, or 9/16 socket and extension. We're going to come over here, and we're just going to take and remove it. Now this isn't that bad. Okay, that's loose. The only reason why this is bad is because it has a bad gasket in there or something in it, or seal, or some sort of something in the pump. Okay, the old pump is out, which is still pretty new, but old pump's out. Time for the new one. Alright, for this, I got a A1031 MP from True Grade. I don't remember what store that's from, but most of this is very similar to the any other Ford car or truck, mainly truck. Alright, so as you can see here, this pump's an OEM style, as it has the threaded piece. Luckily I kept that and did not get rid of it, so I was taking, screw that rubber chunk onto this little nubbin here and then put it in. Okay, so for installation on these, what you're going to want to make sure of is that it's going the right way. Okay? The difference between the two is that, well, this one obviously is OEM, more OEM, and this one has the filter on the pump. As long as you've got a inline or pre-inline filter, you're fine. It doesn't matter. The key to your fuel pump is to get it up under your camshaft, because if you don't do that, then you're gonna have some problems, you know. It's not gonna. Let's see, if you get it over the camshaft, you know, this might actually be a pretty easy install. I know everyone's gonna be saying, "Oh no, you should put your new gasket on," but the old one's still plenty fine. You know, really don't need to put that on unless it's bad, and this one's not. So I'm just gonna keep it. Now, if I did this right, it should work whenever I fire this up. But that's the thing, you have to get it underneath that camshaft or else it won't work. Okay, that's how it pumps. Hopefully you can see that better. Let's just get my arm down in here. Put in that second bolt. Or thread it in at least. Another screw. Let's screw this one in here. I will say with this oil sending unit thing here, it's a lot harder. I wish someone had ever designed that. So I went back and grabbed a Craftsman weird swivel thing. It's a 9/16. Actually, it's 14mm one. I should be using 9/16, but you probably won't need this. It's just, I cannot reach this. I ended up getting the bolts in with the Craftsman 14mm. If you have the this guy right here, the oil pressure unit off of the oil filter, I would recommend picking up one of those. That's the only way I was able to get that. So yeah, let's pick up this fuel line right here, and I'm gonna crank it over and see if it starts to pick up fuel. Back to your home. Anyways, let's get this thing on there. Have it stop leaking, that would be nice. Alright, now let's see. Fire it up and see if it's leaking. Well, it's not leaking. So, yeah, that's how you go ahead and change your fuel pump on a 1970s Ford 360 V8. Thank you for watching, and see you all back next video.